back to Suladan plays Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. Last time, we had some hefty mayhem with trying to get cinematics to record. Specifically, KOTOR seems to use two forms of cinematics. One are cinematics rendered with the game engine. Those record quite easily, because they're no different than the game window itself. The others are pre-recorded, pre-rendered, I'm just going to call them FMV video sequences, because I don't know what format they are exactly, but you know what I mean when I say it. Those are the ones that are a little harder to capture. The FMV ones have to be captured with a display capture, whereas the pre-rendered ones capture just fine with the game capture. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm looking for the Jedi Ooh, little friend. I want to say hi to you. Okay. Random Jedi number 23. What do you have to say?
I fear it's only a matter of time before the Sith find us here, too.
They know you're here. They're just too scared to attack you here.
Good day to you. I'm afraid I cannot speak to you at the moment. I apologize.
What about you? Greetings, sentient. May I take a moment of your time for a question? Sure. I represent a human citizen of Dantooine by the name of Rundil Otsulim. His ranch has had considerable difficulty with Mandalorian raiders for many years. His young daughter was kidnapped by those raiders many years ago and has not returned. Might you have news of her? Her name is Sasha. I don't know, actually. I've not come across any Mandalorians. Well, okay, I have one Mandalorian in my team, but I don't think he had anything to do with it. So help me, Canderous. If I find out you did have something to do with it, we're gonna have a talk. And I might confiscate your fancy gun if I ever figure out how to shoot it. Ah, that is too bad. I shall have to continue my search. I'll keep my eye out for her. I would appreciate that, sentient. Where am I going? I'm gonna go this way. No, that's a mercantile. I'm gonna go this way. Okay, you have a name? Hi. Welcome to the Jedi Enclave on Dantooine. I do not believe we know each other. My name is Dizra Lurjada. You may call me Dizra. I have not heard of any new apprentices being accepted for training recently. What brings you to this place, if I may ask? I'm with Bastilla. Oh, yes, of course, I should have known. I've only heard a little of how she escaped the destruction of Taris. Tell me, did she save you from that planet as well? We actually worked together on that. Oh, I see. Well, I meant no offense, of course. In any case, it's good to have her back here on Dantooine again. We were afraid Malak had captured her. I hope you enjoy your stay here on Dantooine. May the Force be with you. Congratulations, you're the first person in this game to tell me that, I think. Yeah, I think. I think this is the right way, and I'm just going to keep running around with my crossbow, and nobody better question. Ooh, big trees.
You there, Padawan. Why are you not wearing the customary robes of the Jedi? Do you mock the honor traditions of our order?
But what? What? I didn't know the robes were traditional. Nobody told me anything, and I'm not a Jedi. I think you're mistaken. I'm not a Padawan. I came here with Bastilla.
Bastilla? I have heard of her. They say she has already mastered the art of battle meditation. Remarkable in one so young. Though I've heard she has a foolish pride in her own talents. But as for you, you claim you are not a Padawan? I find this hard to believe. The Force is strong within you. I can feel its presence. If this is some type of jest, it is in very poor taste. The Jedi Order is not a subject for jokes.
Well, I'm telling you the truth, so...
Please forgive the abruptness with which I first greeted you. It was harsh and perhaps unfair. My master often warns me that I must learn to control my emotions. I see I have much left to learn. I wish you a pleasant stay here on Dantooine. May the Force be with you.
Congratulations, you were the second person to tell me that. Tree! Well, I can't climb up the tree. I want to go climb the tree. Why is the map completely filled out? I've never been here before. Found Karth. Hello, Karth.
They're waiting for you inside. They're waiting for you inside. They're waiting for you inside.
I want to talk, Karth. Why do you never want to talk about it? Okay. Stay here. Oh.
Ah,
So you are the one who rescued Bastila. It is appropriate you are here. We have been discussing your rather special case. I am Jar, a member of the Jedi Council. With me are Master Vrook, Master Vandar, and of course the chronicler of our academy, Master Dorak. Padawan Bastila, I am sure you are already familiar with.
Oh, tiny little NotYoda. So you've drawn me into your little trap. I kind of want to ask why they're not on Coruscant, but yeah, what do you want?
Bastila tells us you are strong in the Force. We are considering you for Jedi training.
Strong in the Force?
Master Jar speaks out of turn, perhaps. We need indisputable proof of your strong affinity to the Force before we would even consider accepting you for training.
Proof? Surely the entire Council can feel the strength of the Force within this man, and I've already related to you the events that took place on Terrace.
Perhaps it was simple luck.
We both know there is no luck. There is only the Force. We all feel the power in Bastila's companion, though it is wild and untamed. Now that this power has begun to manifest itself, can we safely ignore it?
The Jedi training is long and difficult, even when working with a young and open mind. Teaching a child is hard. How much harder will it be for an adult to learn the ways of the Jedi?
So you're all gonna try to kill me, aren't you? If you can't control it, you're just gonna kill me. I'm willing to try my best. That's all I can promise.
Traditionally, the Jedi do not accept adults for training, though there are rare exceptions in the history of our order. But you are a special case.
I agree with Master Dorak. Many of our own pupils are leaving the Jedi Order to follow the Sith teachings. We need recruits to stand against Malak. With Revan dead...
Are you certain Revan is truly dead? What if we undertake to train this one and the Dark Lord should return?
We should discuss this matter more fully in private. Bastila, you and your companion must go. This is a matter for the Council alone.
As you wish, Master Vandar. We shall return to the Ebon Hawk and leave you to your deliberations.
I'm gonna get smacked for this because I'm probably wrong, but that sounds identical to Yoda's voice. And no, I'm not saying all of whatever he is sound alike. It just sounds like Yoda. Except speaking in plain English. Alright, the cinematic is captured. No, this may actually be a rendered one. I don't know. I'm just paranoid at this point about cinema.
The dark side is strong in this place. I can feel its power. Is this wise? The ancient Jedi sealed this archway. If we pass beyond this door, we can never go back. The Order will surely banish us. Are the secrets of the Star Forge so valuable? Can its power truly be worth the risk?
This morning's getting stranger by the minute. First Bastila comes out looking like she saw a ghost, and now you. Well, Bastila did mention that you should go to the council chambers before she left. It's no doubt urgent, so you shouldn't keep them waiting.
Okay, why do people keep burying ancient technology of doom and destruction? Why do we not disassemble these things? Don't tell me taking it apart would unravel reality. Did she say anything else?
No, she didn't. She didn't seem well, as I recall, and for that matter, neither do you. Are you all right?
No. No, I had a rough night.
You got it.
Okay. Candace, you're coming with me, and so is Karth. No, Karth. I like the little droid, but he is very fragile. Candace, do you want to talk about it? Because Karth doesn't. Apparently, yes! Despite helping you on Terrace, Candace continues to be something of a mystery to you. It might be a good idea to try to get to know him better. Sure.
Yeah, what do you want?
Wondering if you had any interesting story.
You want to hear tales of my exploits? Of the wars I've seen and fought, the enemies I've seen die by my hand? Sure, I'll humor you. My name's Canderous, of the Mandalorian clan Ordo. I've been fighting across the galaxy for 40 of your years. For my people, it is the honor and glory of battle that rules us. It's through combat that we prove our worth, gain renown, and make our fortunes.
Okay, that one, asking about them destroying worlds is probably not a good idea. Is that why you work as a mercenary?
Times have changed now. The Mandalore clans have been scattered across the Outer Rim. The Republic is in decline, and the Sith Empire rises to take its place. The clans as they were aren't a threat, but the galaxy still fears us. People think we war out of spite or bloodlust. They don't understand, and fear that. We only wanted the challenge of the battle, and glory from it, win or lose. And we lost. But now I have no real challenges. Crushing Davik's enemies and the pathetic gangs in the lower city of Taris could not be considered the most glorious of tasks. When I think of the battles I've fought, the thousands I've killed, the worlds I've burned, I weep for my past. We will never again speak of this. We've got work to do, so let's get to it.
Okay. Garth, you got anything you want to add? Probably, but you'll wait until a really inopportune time to do it. Onward we go! Hi, Deezra. Don't mind me and my crossbow. Seriously, why do I not put my weapon away? I just run around with it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save. Just in case, you never know when I'm gonna burn something down. What is the point of these empty things? Are they like water troughs to feed the tree? I don't know. It's an interesting idea, though, if you have a big tree indoors like this, to have you water it up there and then have water out here for the further out roots. I don't know. I don't grow trees. Well, okay, I do grow some trees, but I'm not an expert at trees. Hello, people!
Bastila has told us of a most unusual development. She claims you and she have shared a dream.
How does she know what I
dreamed? A vision of Malak and Revan in the ancient ruins here on Dantooine.
These ruins have long been known to us, but we believe them to be merely burial mounds. Perhaps they're more than we first suspected, if Revan and Malak found something there.
How would Bastila know we shared a dream?
She says she has felt your presence within the dream. The presence she has felt within you ever since...
Master Vandar.
Ever since Taurus. It is not unknown for this to happen between two people strong in the Force. Bastila has described this shared dream to the Council in great detail. We feel it is more than a dream. It is a vision. The Force is acting through you, as it acts through Bastila.
They really do a good job with the facial animations, you know, having the characters move their heads, turn their heads, their eyes move around. Just little details that make a model feel more alive that a lot of games I've seen don't do, and just have a character stare at you with dead eyes while talking, never moving. Anyway, I trust in your greater wisdom, tiny Yoda friend.
You and Bastila share a powerful connection to the Force, and each other. This is not unheard of. Connections often form between master and student, but rarely does a bond develop so quickly.
Whatever dangers may lie ahead, we cannot ignore the destiny that has brought you and Bastila here to us. Together.
What are you talking about?
You and she are linked, as is your fate to hers. Together, you two may be able to stop Darth Malak and the Sith.
But do not let your head be filled with visions of glory and power. Such thoughts are the path to the dark side. The way of the light is long and difficult, as you must learn. Are you ready for such hardship?
I know that voice. There's so many voices in this game that I recognize. I just don't point them all out. But, yeah, sure, I will try my best.
Understand that there is little choice in this matter, for you or us. Across the galaxy, the numbers of our order dwindle. We have sent many Jedi in quest of a way to thwart Malak's advance. Many have not returned. The Sith hunt the Jedi down like animals, ambushing and assassinating our brothers wherever they are found. We fear it is only a matter of time until they discover even this hidden refuge.
Other Jedi have fallen from the light and embraced the dark side, giving their allegiance to the Sith and Malak, their Dark Lord.
Okay, question. Bastila said they knew where this place was, they just wouldn't dare attack it because there's so many Jedi here. We've established that Malak has been here to do whatever with the Star Forge. I don't think you're as hidden as you think you are. They're turning to the dark side?
The lure of the dark side is not easy to resist. Malak's power grows as more and more planets fall to his conquering armies.
If Malak is not stopped, the Republic will fall, and the Jedi will be hunted to extinction. The galaxy will enter a time of darkness and tyranny, not seen for 1,000 generations.
The Council has decreed that you and Bastila must investigate the ancient ruins you dreamed of, once the Council deems you ready.
Perhaps there you will find some clue, some explanation of how Revan and Malak were corrupted, and perhaps there you shall find a way to stop them.
Okay, I'll accept that. I don't know if I'm ready, but I'm ready.
The Force flows through you like no student we have ever seen. But you're willful and headstrong, a dangerous combination.
Before we send you to investigate the ruins, you must be trained in the ways of the Jedi, so that you can resist the darkness within yourself, within all of us. Otherwise, you are doomed to fail.
As you wish.
We must begin your training at once. You have a destiny upon you that you must be prepared to face. The entire fate of the galaxy is upon you.
I can only hope you will prove up to the task.
The path you have chosen to walk is difficult. Intensive training will prepare you physically for the demands of the Order. Meditation will teach you to channel the power of the Force.
Training montage.
To truly understand the way of the Jedi, you must open your mind to knowledge.
He's not even looking towards the book, he's looking
Seek
above the
wisdom
book.
in the teachings of the great masters of our Order. A Jedi is never alone. Others in the Order will always stand by you. You and Bastila share a special bond. Do not be afraid to turn to her when you need help in your training. The way of the Jedi is difficult. It requires great discipline. Yet even though you are a mere apprentice, your potential is unlimited, and your progress amazing. In all my years, I have never seen one who has mastered the initial training so quickly. You have done in weeks what many cannot do in years. I am honored to welcome you fully into the Jedi Order.
Behold the
Soon
power
your
of plot
apprenticeship will end, and you will be granted the title of Padawan, the lowest rank of those within the Jedi Order. Yet first you must prove yourself worthy.
I thought Padawan was apprentice. Oops. Okay, anyway, what must I want to ask questions. I really want to ask questions.
Few mention those names around here anymore, but I suppose it is just as dangerous to deny they were ever part of the Order. When I was still on Coruscant, Revan and Malak often came to me for additional training. In particular, Revan's hunger to learn seemed insatiable. I should have recognized this as a warning sign. But I perceived the young Padawan's lust for knowledge as simple exuberance and eagerness. Revan was my most promising pupil, one I felt sure would someday become a champion of the Jedi Order.
Happened.
The Jedi Order moved too slowly for Revan and Malak. We were too cautious in their eyes. They always sought to learn far quicker than their masters felt was prudent. It is one thing to understand a lesson, but to truly comprehend it takes a wisdom that only comes with time.
Technically true.
Several years ago, when the Mandalorian threat first arose, Revan and Malak were eager to journey to the Outer Rim to defeat the enemy of the Republic. But the Council felt it best if we moved with care and caution. The true threat, the Council feared, had not yet revealed itself. But Revan would not be dissuaded. Charismatic and powerful, it was inevitable many of the Order would flock to Revan's seemingly noble cause. Malak was the first to join his closest friend. Others soon followed, many of our youngest and brightest, intent on saving the galaxy from the Mandalorian threat.
So what happened?
They were foolish to disregard the Council's wishes. I do not know what happened to Revan, Malak, and their followers on the farthest reaches of the Outer Rim, but something corrupted them. Their ideals became twisted, their spirits were tainted, and they fell to the dark side. There is a lesson in this, a lesson you would do well to take to heart. The dark side can corrupt even the most noble of Jedi.
I will heed this lesson.
You have learned much, yet there is much more for you to still understand. The way of the Jedi must be entered into with a clear and focused mind. When you feel that you are ready to continue your training, know that you can find me here.
Does this mean I can learn how... Items received, nothing. Items lost, nothing. Why pop up then? But I didn't...
Greetings, my young pupil. Your progress has been most remarkable so far. Are you here to continue your training in the ways of the Jedi?
Yes.
Soon your apprenticeship will end, and you will be granted the title of Padawan,
You already say this.
the lowest rank of those within the Jedi Order. Yet first you must prove yourself worthy. In the traditions and customs of our order, as handed down from master to pupil for 1,000 generations, you must successfully complete 3 tests before you earn your place
floating.
among the Jedi.
What kind of tests?
These tests will see if you have truly mastered the training you have been given, both mental and physical. Upon completing these tests, you will pass from apprentice to Padawan and join in the ranks of the Jedi. First, I will test your knowledge of the Jedi Code. These tenets must always guide your actions. In everything you do, you must always be conscious of their wisdom. You must prove you have a Jedi's understanding of the Code. Return when you feel you are ready for this challenge.
Is there somewhere I need to go study the Code? Jedi Candors. Oh. Oh. It's I was hoping it was a way to travel faster, not a way to do... Anyway. Much training, task, Jedi Code. Okay, well I'm saving because I don't know the code. So let's brute force the code.
Greetings,
not that
my
type of
young
code.
pupil. Your progress...
Yes.
Soon your apprentice in the traditions and customs.
I'm ready.
These tests will see if you have truly mastered the trick. First, I will tell you must now prove you have a Jedi's understanding of the Code by completing these fundamental precepts of our order. There is no emotion.
Don't give me 7 hours. There's surrender.
That is not correct, apprentice. There is no shame in admitting weakness. Feel free to speak to the other Jedi in the Academy if you require assistance. They will gladly share their knowledge with you. Return when you feel you are ready for this challenge. May the Force be with you.
Okay, so what you're saying is I need to go pester people to find out what they know. Okay. I never fail. You never saw me fail. We have rewound time. Computer. Welcome, sentient support into peace and harmony of all beings. Many paths Jedi already understood. Only through knowledge can all see the truth of the Force. Oh my dear good... That you pushed... Okay, apparently there's different classes. I'm gonna go pester Tiny Yoda Man. Hey, Mr. Yoda Man. Hi.
Good evening, apprentice. I trust your training goes well.
I seek knowledge of the Jedi Code.
All Jedi must know the Code. Its tenets are the fundamental teachings of our order. Think and meditate on these truths, apprentice. There is no emotion. There is peace. There is no ignorance. There is knowledge. There is no passion. There is serenity. There is no chaos. There is harmony. There is no death. There is the Force.
And Oh, look, a sticky note appeared.
I have faith that you will achieve the rank of
Thank you, Sarah.
Padawan soon. Master Jar is most impressed with your progress. May the Force be with you, apprentice.
Thank you. Bye. That is a tree. That is not where I'm trying to go. Okay, we're gonna go this way.
Greetings. Soon in the
Okay, ready for tests.
You must.
There is serenity. No, peace. Isn't peace and serenity kind of the same thing? Whatever. There is peace.
There is no ignorance.
Knowledge. That one's kind of obvious.
There is no passion.
Serenity.
There is no chaos.
I mean, technically, serenity and peace do have a nuance between them that makes them different words. But anyway, harmony.
There is no death.
The Force.
You have learned your studies well, apprentice. It will not be long before you are a full member of our order. But first, you must pass the second test and learn about the most prized possession of a Jedi, the very symbol of our order, the lightsaber. The lightsaber is the traditional weapon of our order. It is a symbol of a Jedi's skill, dedication, and authority. And each lightsaber is as individual as the Jedi who wields it. The blade is made of pure energy, focused by polished crystals in the hilt. As the second test, each Jedi must construct his lightsaber with his own hands. And now it is your time. Speak with Master Dorak, and he will guide you through the choosing of a crystal.
I put all that time and energy into learning to use blasters, and you're gonna give me a sword? I am not a tank. What about Dorak? Yes, Dorak. Wait, which one are you? You're... Okay.
Ah, you have come, young apprentice, at Master Zar's bidding. He sees great promise in you, as do I. The time has come for you to choose the color of your lightsaber. This color also reflects your demeanor and position within the Order.
I know which color I would want, but I know they're never gonna let me pick that one. I'm very fond of the Mandalorian, like the black ones with the white glow around it. They're very pretty. What colors are there?
Blue is the color of the Jedi Guardian. This Jedi battles against the forces of evil and the dark side. They focus more on combat training and use of the lightsaber. Yellow is the color of the Jedi Sentinel. This Jedi ferrets out deceit and injustice, bringing it to light. They focus less on combat and more on other skills and abilities. Green is the color of the Jedi Consular. This Jedi seeks to bring balance to the universe. They mediate between other groups, using their powers to end conflict and preserve peace.
Now if... This is why we save. I'm just gonna press a button.
Indeed. We shall see. A woman and her small...
Oh, for heaven's sake. Back! 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 I want to go to the computer terminal and read what each of the ones do, because, you know, I had the chance at the terminal to read about it, but I didn't think they were going to throw it at me that quick. I thought I'd have to do all 3 tests, and then they would ask me. It did save where I was, right? Yes. Okay. Computer! Computer! Statistical comparison. The Consular gets the most Force points. Oh, I see. Well, okay, they really should have put They should have put Guardian, Sentinel, Consular. Then the points would have all been in order. But in 10, 8, 6 Vitality, and then 4, 6, 8 Force points. So one gets more Force points, one gets more Vitality. Focus on combat training, masterful use of the lightsaber. Slow skill progression, fast feet progression. Balance. Average skill, slow feet. Average skill, wait. I'm confused. Okay, there we go. I clicked the wrong one. It keeps changing which order the things are. Slow skill, slow feet. The advantage to having force points would be that I could probably use the healing ability and not have to rely. Ooh, what is all this? What? Oh. Combat style would give me lots of health points and turn me into the team's tank. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay. We're gonna go talk to him, and he's gonna do a personality test, and it's gonna tell us which one we need.
Ah, you have...
Okay. What colors are there? I forgot what was who. I'm just gonna pick Consular, because Peacemaker just sounds...
Indeed.
Like it fits.
We
But
shall
anyway,
see.
personality test.
I will now ask you questions, and your responses will indicate which class you lean most towards. A woman and her small child are beset by a desperate-looking group of thugs. They're menacing her with weapons, and she screams to you for help. What do you do?
These are very straightforward questions, and I can easily see which one is leaning towards which class. But honestly, finding out, well, I mean, if they give you a chance, finding out why they're attacking would be the best option. If they are clearly not willing to talk, then attack. Or defend. I need a giant Braum shield. Anyway, stop the thugs and find out why they're attacking if they allow me such.
Indeed. Very well. On to the next question. You are in combat with a dark Jedi allied with the Sith. There is a pause in the combat. What do you do?
Okay, when you say pause in the combat, do you mean like a momentary, he stopped swinging his sword to take a breath or something, or do you mean like an actual lull in the combat where talking is a possibility? In the moment, I would probably be trying to run analysis and figure out if there's any weaknesses in the technique that I could abuse.
Yes, I suspected as much. Now for the next question. There is a locked door, and your goal lies on the other side.
Bombs.
What do you do?
Lots of bombs. Option 4, blow it open. I'll try knocking.
I am beginning to see a pattern here, apprentice. I have a feeling about what you would be best at. But first, the final question. You are the head of an enclave on a contested world. The Dark Jedi have infiltrated and are causing unrest across the planet. What do you do?
I really don't have a clue, so I'm just going to go with 3. Luring them into a trap requires a bit more information than I have. Hunting them down just sounds needless, brutal. Coordinating would likely make sure that you don't accidentally, like, hunt down an innocent or something. I don't know.
Yes, I thought as much. As I suspected, you would be most suitable as a Jedi consular. Which color and path do you believe yourself most suited to, apprentice?
Oh, so you're going to ask me anyway. I think consular was the one that... I don't remember. I think they're the peacemaking ones, but I think they're the I don't remember their stat gains. I kind of want to go rewatch all the Star Wars movies now and use this logic to see if it stands to which color is what. And what about the purple? Was there somebody had a purple? Wait, no, that was that one guy. Never mind. I remember there was extenuating circumstances, I think. Anyway,
here is a green crystal for your lightsaber. Go speak to Master Jar again, and he will instruct you on how to construct it.
I want to know what would happen if I just opened up my backpack and pulled out that double-edged lightsaber I picked up a while ago. Like, what about this one? I was like, no, get rid of that. I need persuasion. I keep underestimating my persuasion ability. Put persuasion. Oh, yay. Where is force, like force heal? Heal. Where's the name? Just sense, force focus, toughness, Jedi defense, dueling, force sensitive. I know I'm gonna end up using it. I know I'm gonna end up using it. Ooh. I kind of want that. But what about this? I don't know. Ooh. Oh, retro. Oh, thank goodness it's retroactive. One thing I really don't like in some RPGs, and I've seen it done well, there are rare exceptions, is when there's certain skills that, like, the later you get them, the less the benefit there is. If it's implemented correctly, it can be done well to work into the character development. But otherwise, it can also come back to kick you later if you didn't know it was there. So it really depends. But I like that this one's retroactive. I could heavy weapons, and I could use the big repeaty gun. I kind of want the big repeaty gun. Like, I've put all these points into into guns, and now you're gonna say, oh, well, yeah, that's only if I have a lightsaber equipped. I don't... 2 defense and is always active. Oh, requirements level 6 Jedi. Does a rifle count as a single? No, that's not a one-handed weapon, is it? By that logic, a lightsaber is not a one. Well, I mean, I don't know. I really wanted to. I want to take Candace's gun. Ooh. Oh, I thought it was saying I could use 2 cybernetic implants. Conditioning. Gearhead. Critical strike. I like that it tells you it replaces it instead of being consecutive. I would have preferred it to be consecutive, don't get me wrong. I sense that there is going to be a jump cut upcoming. I heard my name quietly from across the building. I kind of like this. The attack is beaten by 2. +3. It depends on how many numbers there are. If it's a roll between 1 and 10, then a +3 is a big bonus. Big bonus. Bonus? I don't know how I mispronounced. I don't know anymore. I really don't know. That heavy weapon. I really want to take Candace's gun. You know what? I'm gonna do it. It's gonna come back to bite me later. Using force power requires force points. Further you stray to the dark side, more expensive. Is healing a thing? Yes. Oh, heat, wait. Wait. Oh, heal is the second level of that. Yes, cure. We need this. Aura? Burst of speed. Well, that could be useful for getting around. Physical attributes. Restricted by armor. Burst of speed. Accept. Candace. Well, I guess I need to go do the thing. I'm going to be borrowing that gun later. Now I just need to copy his health regeneration ability somehow. There you go, auto level up. Boom.
What? Yes?
I need to save. keep forgetting to do that.
Ah, good. Now that you have selected your crystal, we shall begin the construction of your lightsaber.
What if I just equip the double M? Ooh, there's a workbench in here. I needed that. Okay, it's just gonna do it for me. That works. Don't know what I was expecting, but... Ooh, can I customize it? Did it? Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Careful, man. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see if I can, That thing's just asking to chop off your own arm. I'm just gonna put that back on.
Huh?
Okay, we need to deal with your... Okay, lightsaber. Okay. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna take the stuff off of Zalbar's for the moment. And put it all onto, his repeating thing. Karth's blaster has most of the parts. Armor. Okay, and I've got the armor stuff on.
Uh-huh. Yes?
Oh good, I actually put away... Okay. I think I put some stuff on Bastille's lightsaber, but I can't remember. Ooh, I can do cure. Yay! And I think those regenerate. Yes, they regenerate. So yes, we now have infinite health. Praise be. Okay.
You have done extremely well in constructing your lightsaber, apprentice. Your crystal seems to have been set perfectly. It is rare indeed for that to happen the first time one constructs their lightsaber. These crystals are very rare, found only in certain caves strong in the Force. By adding crystals to your lightsaber, you can alter or enhance its properties. There have even been unconfirmed rumors of certain Force-sensitive caves here on Dantooine that may hold these crystals.
Hint. Hint. Should I know anything else about them?
Your lightsaber identifies you as a member of the Jedi Order. With such recognition comes honor and respect, and the attentions of dangerous enemies. The Sith and Dark Jedi will seek to destroy you, apprentice. And you must prove yourself worthy in battle against a foe who also wields a lightsaber. Are you ready to face the final challenge, apprentice?
No. Question also. I'm curious, how wide is the cut produced by a lightsaber? Could I use it to slice food, or would it destroy most of the food? Like, you know, if you're cutting a tomato and the cut is that wide, you've just lost most of the tomato. I've never had to stop and ask myself how wide the cut of a lightsaber is, but here we are. Third trial.
For every Jedi, the threat of the dark side is always present. You must truly understand this before you are accepted into the Order.
Am I going to fight dark?
You must see the corruption of the dark side for yourself. Even here on Dantooine, there are places where the dark side holds sway, twisting and tainting nature itself. The ancient grove, once used for deep meditation by the Jedi, is now tainted. A wave of darkness perverts the region around it. The Kathhounds in the area have become savage and ruthless. They have become a threat to the settlers, a threat the Jedi have promised to stop.
I thought you said you wanted me to fight somebody that has a lightsaber. Are you telling me the Kathhounds have lightsabers? Because Sith was bad enough. We get a giant wolf with a sword. Now we're gonna have a pack of Kathhounds with lightsabers. Where does it end? Where does it end? What do you want me to do about it?
The Kathhounds are but a symptom of the true problem. You must journey into the grove and confront the true source of the darkness. That is your task.
Isn't it possible that just all those people spending all that time in meditation, they're just tainted the area with the darkness that was within them to begin with, and that if we leave it alone long enough, it'll dissipate? No? Okay. Do you have any other guidance?
I can say no more. Some things you must see for yourself. None of the other Jedi at the Academy are permitted to help you in this task.
Oh, good.
But remember this,
Cantorus
my
can
young
come with me.
apprentice. A Jedi acts with patience and care, and those on the dark path are not always lost forever. The dark side still taints the ancient grove. Your lessons cannot continue until the spreading corruption of the dark side has been stopped. This is your task, apprentice. May the Force be with you.
Okay. I wonder how they feel about Cantorus being here. Don't the Jedi and Mandalorians not generally get along? At least Clone Wars taught me that. The series, not the movie. Also where the black lightsabers were from, but still. I like them. There's something neat about a black object emanating like light and having that white aura on it instead of a light object with a shadowy aura. I got a lightsaber, I got a lightsaber, I got a lightsaber, hey, hey, hey. I don't know where I'm going. I really don't know where I'm going. Does my ship have a workbench on it? Okay, how do I choose my party? Leaving the ship, probably? Okay. Well, I wanted to borrow so I could... You know what? You... And you. Okay, let's go. I think I've got... Oh, no. I didn't want to talk. I just wanted to take the modifications off your sword thing. Hi, what do you want to talk about?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking about Terrace. I still can't believe it's gone. I mean, I grew up there and now it's just gone.
I do not know what to say. I really don't.
I don't really think there's anything you can say. I just have to find some way to deal with it, I guess. It'll take some time. Look, I'm not saying I can't go on or anything like that. It's just, it's a shock, you know? I mean, I knew the Sith were evil and all, but the reality of it kind of slaps you in the face. But I suppose that's why we need to stop Malik, right? The more time I spend dwelling on Terrace, the more chance some other planet will get wiped out. I guess that's what it comes down to. So don't worry about me. I'll be okay. And if you need my help against Malik or the Sith, I'll be there for you.
Okay. As long as she doesn't notice Cantorus. As long as they don't start talking. Just need to make it to the workbench. Oh, and she's trying to level up. Great.
What?
Level up. Auto level up. Yep, wait.
What?
There we go. I kind of want to know what would happen if I set up a macro to hit the tab key like hundreds of times per second, just like
Yes,
What?
sure,
Yeah?
sure.
Yeah?
you know,
What?
like that, basically, but faster. Don't mind me, just going to the workbench. No, she's melee. Mission's Vibroblade. No, we don't have anything on it. Okay, well this was... Huh. Okay. This was a long and unneeded tangent. Cantorus, what are you doing? I will take that gun. Train him to use the lightsaber and I'll take the gun. It's so nice to have a consistent way to heal now. I will max that out. I will. My team will be unkillable. Okay, gonna go get my team fixed. Okay, now we turn around and we go. Does it matter like what order you put your... Oh man, that would be challenging. Like play the entire game solo. Yes. Cantorus and Karth. I don't know where the grove is, so I think this is a good place to pause. I was gonna try to do all 3 tasks in one episode, but the episode's dragging on kind of long, so that's probably not a good idea because it's probably gonna be a whole episode all of itself. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and pause here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.